Hello friends, I'm back with another Muhammad Hassan topic video, and today I'm gonna discuss about Bruce Pritchard, his uh, show on Muhammad Hassan character on in his famous wrestling show Something to Wrestle With. I just listened to his all show about Muhammad Hassan character and how the character started, how Marc copani was choose to play the character, and how he pushed to the moon in the WWE, and then the London bombing controversy, and after that. But I just want to talk about the London bombing and the controversy and what they could have done and what they should not have done. So according to Bruce Pritchard, he's saying that they had just literally hours to make that decision, and he says UPN and WWE both were part of that decision to air that segment as it was in US, but they took it out from UK or any other Australia or any other country, but they were both part of the decision to uh, to make a call, because London bombing happened in the morning of United States, like 6 o'clock in the morning. So they just maybe find out in the morning. So SmackDown was about to air at 8 o'clock in the evening. So they had like 12 hours. So they said he said they have to call folks from UPN and folks from WWE. They have to inform so many people in those 12 hours, and they have to make a decision. And what decision did they make? They decided to air the segment as it was, like was it as it was taped on Monday, July 4th, and it aired on July 7th, 3 days earlier. But that's how they did. But he said that they were WWE and UPN were sensitive to what happened in London. They were sensitive, and they did put the disclaimer layer to letting the folks know that this is an entertainment. This has nothing to do with London bombings, and this is a taped show, like that, like those kind of things. So he just trying to like, and he said he just, and they cannot take out the segment completely, rather than, no, he said they cannot edit the segment, otherwise completely taken out or cancel the SmackDown episode on that day. But they decided to run it, he said, because they thought it would be it gonna be okay. And but he admit it wasn't the best decision in the world. They could have done more with that on that day. But he said that's the what they had just hours to make that decision, and they got the information, all that, and they made the decision. And he admits that he wasn't the best decision. And he said after that, the media came after them. UPN comes out and baby faces it, and and they said that WWE, we cannot believe WWE did this, and we're gonna take our countermeasures to monitor this storyline and the character. And they just banned him from WWE from UPN. Muhammad Hassan character was banned in 1 week. He couldn't appear on next week, and he could not appear any other week, and he could not appear anymore on UPN. And his character was ended on July 4th, 24th, at American Bash, Great American Bash. But that's what he said. What else? Other he thinks he said. That's all he said. He didn't blame WWE. He didn't blame UPN. He just blamed that it was bad timing and all that. He just trying to save himself and WWE and UPN. I don't know for what reason, but Listen, I'm gonna say it. Even the guy who interviewed Cornet say, if they were that sensitive, that's what he said. If they were that sensitive to that angle to run down the discriminator, that they gonna uh, let the people know that like what's going on tonight, and so be careful watching that tonight show. But I mean, really, that does make sense when they knew it, that London bombing had happened. Why in the hell, or why in the fuck they did not cut the took out the storyline or segment completely? He said it. He said they couldn't add out the second segment, and instead of completely taken out. So why just completely take it out? Why, if you cannot edit the last part of that segment when Mask Man ran out, then just fucking delete the whole the segment. Just put something. Or if you cannot, just fucking cancel the program. If you really wanted to save the Muhammad Hassan character, they should have done that. I mean, they knew it. The London bombing happened. They should have tried more, but they were so lazy. They didn't care about Muhammad Hassan character. They didn't care about Mark Copani. They didn't. They just they. You never know. Maybe WWE did wanted to air it. They did wanted to air it to make it more controversial. You know, everybody know Vince like controversy. Maybe he was thinking, oh, just fuck that, let it run. Let's see what happened. And when the backlash, when the media and all fucking media outlets and the newspaper ran on them, what he did? He just lost his balls and dropped the character altogether. Why? First of all, why you fucking don't? It was already controversial regardless of London bombing. When London bombing happened, why you don't wanna be added that segment, or completely take out the segment, instead of just letting the people know that tonight watching the show, they have a sensitive to it, so parent disc so they have, you have to be like whatever they just wrote it on over there. Come on, if you had that, I mean, I know, I can understand they had just literally have hours to make that decision, but they had the time to make that scroll run on the TV to let the people know. They could have done more. They could have done more. They could have added the segment out. They could have completely taken the segment out. They could have. He admit that. So why they didn't do it? Because they didn't wanted to do it. They didn't knew it. They didn't knew the how the big deal is gonna be, how this gonna backfire them, how this gonna like end Muhammad Hassan character. But I don't know. But maybe Vince McMahon and W did wanted to air it to make it more controversial than it was. But again, can you believe it? They fucked up big time over there. I mean, they didn't think about Muhammad Hassan character, and they didn't think about the Mark Money career. I mean, how can you fucking run someone career like that by just being lazy, don't wanna show balls to tell UPN to edit out or cut it off? You just being standing there and laying down and just waiting for things to happen. Why you don't make it happen? Why you don't delete it? I mean, that's the question. My question to Bruce Pritchard: why you guys left it? I mean, he's saying that whatever the decision they have made it, it would still have been backfired because it was already done on July 4th. But still, had that segment had cut it off, and it would have not shown on it would have not air on SmackDown. Who knows? I mean, he's saying this it was already done. They would have still reported by somehow by some people, but you should not be showing it. And who's the person who's, and Mark Copani is the only person, and also Sean Davari, they are the only one who's get they are the one who their careers got fucked up because of their irresponsible laziness of their decision. They cannot make the right decision at the right time, and they don't want to admit it, and they fire Muhammad Hassan and Devari character. They made them a scapegoat of the what they fucking fucked up the shit out of Muhammad Hassan, and then they just be done with Muhammad Hassan. I mean, cannot believe it. And the worst part is UPN was part of that decision. They didn't want to cut it off the segment. They didn't want to um, they didn't want to edit out the segment. Oh, can you believe it? And then back when it backfired, they blame you. They blame WWE for it. Even before they were part of that decision when they decided to run in the angle. Can you believe that? Fuck UPN. Fucking UPN. Fuck them. I mean, whenever Muhammad Hassan character gonna be talk about one thing, and his fans will always say and remember to say fuck UPN fuckers. Fuck them big time. Those motherfuckers, first they were part of the decision, they didn't want to take it out, and when it backfired they blame it on WWE that they cannot believe what they did, and then they banned the character because of the controversy. Oh my god, beautiful, beautiful UPN, beautiful. You bastard will pay for this, and you already paid for this because your channel is out of air now. But the people who were in those decision to run Muhammad Hassan character, their fans and all that, they have to answer them at one day. They are still paying for it, and WWE also is paying for that. After that, WWE went downhill. Their top superstar left. Eddie Guerrero died. Chris Benoit died. So many other controversies. And now look at what they are right now. Nothing but a bunch of stupid, boring show every day, especially Raw. Come on. So they are already paying for it, but they're gonna pay more for what they did to Muhammad Hassan. If they were really wanted to save Muhammad Hassan on that night, on that day, they could have saved it. They could have made the right decision, but they didn't want to do. UPN didn't want to add a segment, and WWE didn't want to add a segment because they wanted the controversy, and UPN they didn't care. They thought it's gonna be okay, but I don't. That's why I don't blame Mark Copani retiring after that. I don't blame him. I mean, there's so many people say he could have repackaged. I mean, he worked so hard. I mean, he worked so hard in OVW. He worked so hard to get that character going. He was worked so hard to get into that position, and then he was sent back to OVW and to get back a new and start from a scratch with a new character. Come on, who will do that? I mean, he was not a failure, he's a successor. So I don't blame Mark Pani for not coming back in a different character. I don't blame him. I mean, just think about just think about people. You are on top of the world. You are about to become the world champion, and then they scrap your all hard work and send you back to where you came from, and you have to start zero. Would you do it? Absolutely not. They will not do it. I don't blame Mark Pani. He did the right decision because he knew it that character, his career was end. Because even if he had came back in a different character, I don't think it would have been work. So he made the right decision. I'm very happy for Mark Copani that he was brave, he knew it, and he moved on. He's now bigger success in his life than the fucking UPN or motherfucking WWE for ruining the wrestling career like that. I cannot forgive them in my lifetime. I mean, they were so careless and senseless, and they could not just fucking added that segment of that fucking show. Fucking shit. But in the end, I mean, no matter, I mean, I've been talking about this 13 years later. I mean, yeah, But yeah, whatever it happens, it happened. We have to move on. But sometimes, when when you think about the Muhammad Hassan character, when you think about all these things, they could have saved him, man. They could have saved him, but they didn't want to do, because they wanted to make it controversial and then end Muhammad Hassan character. There was Bruce Pritchard by saying that they would that was what he's saying, that shows that he didn't wanted to do it anything with him. And that's it. That's the end of Muhammad Hassan character, and that was the end of very talented Marc Copani career. And he retired at a very young age of only 24, 25. Very sad story, but what can you do? But it is very bad and sad story. Thank you for listening.